Hi everybody, Ted Jordan here with Professional Acting for the Long Haul. Now last week we talked about what you should and shouldn't wear meeting your agent for the very first time. If you haven't checked out that video, by all means do so. I'm the guy in the very blue wig, okay? You can't miss it. This week we're talking about what happens after you ink the deal with your agent. What happens next? Well, are you waiting by the phone? Well, you used to be during the old days, but now all the folks in the industry are using email. That's right. For some of you younger folks, email may not be so cool, but that's the way the older folks are doing business. So you need to get hip to that and be on their same wavelength. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on some serious opportunities. And I hear people all the time saying this as if it's such a cool thing. I don't check my email. I take days to do that. Okay, well, you'll be the fool who misses out on a tremendous opportunity because you're too cool to check your email. If you're going to do this business, you need an email account and you need to check it on a regular basis. Now, check this out. Once you sign with the agent, they're going to be shopping your talent, skills, and abilities around. And the casting director is going to send out a casting notice to them, letting them know who they want to see. And guess what? You just so happen to get an email from your agent. What does that mean to you? What's the first thing you think you need to do? Read the email. Check your email on a regular basis. It sounds really elementary, but again, it's important for your success in order for you to do that and know what's required of you in order for you to win this thing big time. Check the email. Next, you read the email from beginning to end. I get so many people, because my wife and I cast our own projects, who don't read the emails properly to get the proper detail about what this email casting is telling you what you need to do in order to succeed. Now read the thing thoroughly. What is it going to tell you? First, it's going to tell you who the client's going to be, who's hosting this thing, who's looking to pay you. Could be General Motors, could be a local company, could be IBM, could be Amazon, could be a whole bunch of people who are looking for actors to promote them, to promote their product or service. So you need to find that out, who the client is. Next, what time are you supposed to be there? You have a time frame by which you must show up to the audition before time, not on time. If it's 10:25, don't show up at 10:25. Show up 10, 15, 20 minutes early. Why? Because in this particular email, they may not have a script for you yet. And if you get there right on time at 10:15 and you're supposed to look over the sides or the script that you're supposed to be getting ready for, and you didn't do that, you're going to go in cold and you're going to screw up the opportunity. So get to your opportunity 10, 15, 20 minutes, a half hour before time so you can get there, you're relaxed, and now you're focused in on your opportunity. And don't visit too much with your neighbor or friends or fellow colleagues in the industry. Some people are strictly there to throw you off your game. So be careful with that. This is all about you and you taking advantage of your opportunity when you get to the casting director's office. And guess what? They're not called casting agents, they're called casting directors. Understand the jargon within our industry and you'll do just fine. Now, you got the email from your agent. Okay, you've checked it. You're diligent about doing this and you thoroughly read that they have a script. Okay, now what do you think you need to do then? Check out what part that you're supposed to be auditioning for and find out how many lines you'll have for this audition. Memorization is really cool because now you own the character. You own what you're supposed to be saying, and now you're free to create and not just look down on a piece of paper and try to, hit it word for word. I know a lot of actors who are word for word people, but they're not into what they're talking about. So in this audition process, do all you can to memorize your lines to the very best of your ability. That'll help you stand out in the crowd of people who are going for the same part that you are. It makes you come alive. It makes you feel more realistic and believable instead of just reading the lines. I have people ask me all the time, well, do I have to memorize? Well, do you want real opportunity? Do what others won't do that they're too lazy to do. Memorize your lines. Yes, it does take work. It does take effort. And just because you got 6 to 10 weeks of good training doesn't mean that you stop training. It means now the real work begins. The opportunities are beginning to come in, and you need to know how to take full advantage of it through your competent, extensive, excellent training, right? See, that's the foundation for your success, is the training. And who's training you? This all comes into the building blocks of your tremendous success. Yeah, I'm speaking that into your life. Tremendous success, not mediocre success. And I'm telling you, I'm giving you the building blocks on what you need to do in order to succeed greatly. Not be mediocre. Anybody could be mediocre. Who wants to be that? I don't, and I'm not. And I don't want you to be that either. But if I want it more than you want it, then I'm talking to the wrong people. Now, for the right people, you're going to read the email. You're going to find out exactly what that information is and what you're supposed to wear. Why is that important? It's because sometimes when you go into the casting director's office, they're using green screen. So guess what? If you're not familiar with that, they use green screen for special effects in the background. So in movies and television and stuff. So if you go in there and they tell you don't wear green, they have a green screen and you decide to be cute and funny and wear green, guess what? You'll look invisible because they'll only see your head. And then you'll not only look invisible to the casting director, you'll also look silly and stupid because it looks like you don't know how to follow directions. And if you don't know how to follow directions, guess what? You're out. They're not interested in fooling around with people who don't pay attention to the details of the directions being given to them, because the casting director has been hired to find the right people for this particular project, no matter what it is. It could be commercial, it could be movie, it could be independent feature, it could be anything, or an industrial film. It could be anything they're casting for. But if you don't pay attention to the information given to you first in that email, then you've already shot yourself in the foot. And you're already killing yourself with the lack of opportunity because you lack the discipline to read every single detail in that email that was received by your agent and given to you as the actor. To go in there and be prepared and knock this thing out of the park. That's what you need to do, is pay attention to the details in that email. Very important. Who the client is, if you have lines or not, what you're supposed to wear, the time you're supposed to be there. These are the pertinent information pieces that you need in order to go into the casting director's office and look like you know what you're doing. Actors get paid to pretend and imagine. I like to keep it very simple. That's what we get paid to do, to pretend and imagine. And for those who do it well, they get more and more callbacks and more opportunities. It's all a mental thing first. All mental. It all starts here first. What are you believing? What are you thinking? And what can you actually grasp in this life? Can you overcome? Will you overcome? Will you believe better than your contemporaries around you? I hope this was helpful to you today. If you have any questions at all or comments, get a hold of us at professionalactingforthelonghall@yahoo.com, and you can check out all the videos on our YouTube web channel at Crossing Jordan Entertainment. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.